As we continue to unravel the home video history of the Universal Monsters, we will now move on to the series of films whose initial film still continues to be regarded for its unique special effects, and also introduce the world to the magnificent character actor Claude Rains. The Invisible Man. Produced in 1933, it was directed by James Whale, who just 2 years earlier had changed horror and cinema forever with Frankenstein. We will also focus on The Invisible Man sequels and follow-ups, which include The Invisible Man Returns and The Invisible Woman, both produced in 1940, Invisible Agent, produced in 1942, and The Invisible Man's Revenge, produced in 1944. As with our previous discussions, this will mostly be focusing on the US and Canada VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray releases. So let's get started. The first VHS release of The Invisible Man was in 1987 by MCA Home Video and was later repackaged in 1990 by MCA Universal. The film was next included in MCA Universal's Universal Monsters Classic Collection VHS series in 1991. The film's final VHS release came in 1999 as part of the Classic Monster Collection. The sequels and follow-ups got their only VHS releases as part of the Universal Monsters Classic Collection, with The Invisible Man Returns being issued in 1992, The Invisible Woman and Invisible Agent both being issued in 1993, and The Invisible Man's Revenge being issued in 1994. Additionally, The Invisible Man sequels were released on Laserdisc as The Invisible Collection in 1995, while the original film had twice been released on Laserdisc on its own a few years earlier. The first DVD release of the original Invisible Man film was in 1999 as part of the Classic Monster Collection, and it had a pretty good selection of extras considering the time of its release. This same DVD would be repackaged a few times in later years, including this 2012 4-pack DVD set, as well as this single release from 2014. In 2004, Universal began re-releasing their classic monster films on DVD, this time as legacy sets, with an Invisible Man set being among them. The original film not only got a new transfer, but it also marked the DVD debut of the 4 follow-up films. In 2012, The Invisible Man was restored in HD and included in this Blu-ray set, the Universal Classic Monsters Essential Collection. It's interesting to note that in the original theatrical release, the musical piece La Rosita is played on the radio in the scene where Griffin enters Kemp's house. This was eventually changed to Hearts and Flowers due to licensing, although as a result, the sound effects that accompanied the scene while the music was playing were also removed. However, for the Blu-ray release, La Rosita as well as the missing sound effects were restored to the mix, making the Blu-ray version of The Invisible Man the first home video release of the film that's much more akin to the theatrical release. The Blu-ray disc for The Invisible Man will be repackaged separately over the next few years with different covers, and was also included in the 2018 Invisible Man Blu-ray Legacy set, but more on that later. In 2014, Universal again re-released their classic monster films on DVD as legacy sets, but this time they were pressed on single-sided DVD 9 discs instead of the problematic DVD 18 discs of the 2004 releases. Additionally, it was the first time that the Universal Monster box sets would include the Abbott and Costello crossovers. The Invisible Man set included the same films as the 2004 DVD set, but also included the comedic crossover, Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. Additionally, the DVD for the original film has the movie sourced from the 2012 Blu-ray master, while the remaining films come from their earlier DVD masters. The format of the 2014 DVD legacy sets was further continued with the subsequent Blu-ray legacy sets, with an Invisible Man set being released in 2018. The set used the same 2012 Blu-ray disc for the original film, while the remaining films were given brand new HD restorations for the release. The Invisible Man legacy set would also be packaged with the other Universal Monster legacy sets in a 2018 30-film box set. And that about does it for this episode. I hope this continued look into the classic Universal Monster films on home video has been both informative and enlightening. Before joining in our next discussion, well, you might want to double check that the moon isn't full. Have a spooktacular day!